Okay, this is Battle of the Boxes. I have been wanting to, or subscriptions, because I gotta include Ipsy up there. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and you see I've had several services, some that I have canceled, some that I have not. And I want to tell you about the pros and the cons of these boxes, bag subscription services. We'll just go in order that they were piled up, I guess. So this is Ipsy, $10 a month, and they give you normally like about 2 full-size products, and they give you 3 sample size. So the nice thing, I guess, if you're into that, is that you get a free bag every month. I have so many bags, I don't really care about eco bags, but I do think that's a perk, and for Christmas I gave out a lot of different things in these bags, so even like gift cards and stuff like that. So they're nice to have for stuff like that. And anyway, so the nice thing about this is you do get a few full-size products. They are on a little bit of a lower end than, say, Birchbox. A lot of the products they send you can find in the drugstore, and then some of them are a little bit higher end, but they're not the extreme high end. Birchbox tends to do more high end to high end, I guess. But it's only $10. They do tend to send a little bit more makeup products than Birchbox. And the reason I'm going to compare them a little bit to each other is because they're both $10. They're both sample and full size. Birchbox rarely gives full size, but occasionally they do. The cons of Ipsy is their point system is not as good. They have started to really work on that, but you still have to review within a month, and your points aren't really adding up to that, and they want you to share it all the time, and you get points for sharing. And what I would do is just set it to, what I've done is set it to private so that only I can see it, because I do not want to annoy my friends and family on Facebook and social media with, this is what I got in my Ipsy, this is my favorite thing in my Ipsy, look, I'm going to get a sneak peek in my Ipsy. Like, that's annoying. So I don't really like that, and they have a wait list. To get around the wait list, just email them and be like, I'm tired of getting on the wait list. And I'm pretty sure for most people that have done that, they get you off the wait list within a month. There have been people who waited on wait list for like 6 months from what I've heard. I know that I waited for 2, and well, almost 2. And then my second month I might have gotten it because I was like, I'm about done with this. I'm done with waiting. Like, I want it now. So I do like Ipsy. It would be a hard decision if I had to choose Ipsy or Birchbox to which one I would get rid of. Now this is my favorite service. This is Wantable. This is $36 a month. The nice thing is you can send stuff back, and they have recently started listing on their like informational brochure thing that comes with it how much you would get back if you send a product back. I've never had to return anything because to me it's not worth it, because I hate mailing stuff. It's not worth it unless you have like want to return the whole box. There's been 2 boxes where I only liked 2 of the items and 2 of them I didn't. I think there's been 2 boxes like that. Normally I love 1 item and I like 2 or 3 items. They customize it to you. You can even leave a little note for your stylist, and you don't have the same stylist. I'm sure if I requested the same one, but I've never really had an issue, of what you want. So like there was one time I really wanted beauty tools, and so they sent that. And there's one time I wanted like a more nudish kind of eyeliner. They sent that. I love Wantable. I have not been disappointed. They're all full-size products, and so the $36 is pretty steep, but you're getting all full-size products, and you can specify what you want. And I always ask for cruelty-free, even though they were sending me probably 80% of the time I was getting like 80% of the products I was getting was cruelty-free. However, I just ask, like, every note that I leave my stylist the first time, or for the month, I just say cruelty-free, please. And they've always been cruelty-free and good products. Like, that doesn't affect my product. So I love them. The nice thing also is when you request it, for one, you can pick your day when they take your money out. So you will have to contact them because it'll be the day that you first ordered all the time unless you contact them. But you can request an extra box or whatever, or if you want your box a couple days early, you can request it a couple days early, and they pretty much, you get it like within 4 or 5 days. So like it takes a day or 2 to process, and then they ship it. Like, it's amazing. So I really love Wantable makeup service. Clothing service, not so much, but I love them. They have great customer service. The negatives is you don't get any points or any incentive for reviewing, and that's really a bummer, especially for as expensive as this is. And it does actually kind of piss me off. I'll just be honest. And another thing is, you only get $10 referral credit. Ipsy, you get like 500 points or something like that, which I don't really know what that's equivalent to because they don't have like a 500 points equals this much or whatever. But 500 points, I believe, I think it's 500. Maybe it's 50. It's a little different. But anyway, you get points, and I mean, for a $10 bag, whatever. This you get a $10 referral credit. Wantable has like 5 other services. They have like an exercise clothing, like workout clothing subscription. They have a jewelry accessory subscription. They have a clothing subscription now that's pretty new. They have a makeup subscription and an intimates subscription. So I've only tried the, what have I only tried? Oh, I've only tried the clothing and the makeup. So I can't really tell you about the other things. The clothing one has been a little bit of a disappointment on other ends, but that is not what this is about. This is about the beauty boxes. So I really do recommend this. And you can also order it whenever, so if you don't want, you can skip boxes and stuff. So, you know, if it's a lot of makeup to be getting if you have a couple boxes, so if you want to just do every other month, it's not a big deal, they're fine with it. Now onto Birchbox. This is probably was my second favorite box. And I'll tell you why, because it is a little bit different than all the other ones. I don't like this because they do tend to send a lot of skincare and a lot of hair care. And I'm very hesitant about what I put on my hair. I should be more hesitant and more aware of face stuff. So they have helped me a little bit in that department because I do try to use most of what I get, at least to try it. However, I really want makeup products. And Wantable just changed their profile, and so they're adding like skincare and stuff, but they added like a lot to their makeup profile. So I'm excited for my next box because it's probably going to be better, or get even better, which is exciting because it was already amazing. And I'm going to use all my referral links will be below, so please use them up, please, because I appreciate it, especially for Wantable because it's only $10. But anyway, so hopefully that profile will kick in for this month. It might not because I think they just updated it. But anyway, Birchbox just changed their profile and it actually seems to be not as good. Birchbox tends to send mostly cruelty-free items. There have been a lot of people, I guess, that have said, we want a cruelty-free box, blah, blah, and they are considering it, but this has been like 2 years now that they've been saying they hear us, blah, blah, blah. So, but I do like them because they are mostly cruelty-free, and their own brands are cruelty-free, just not the ones they sell. The reason I love them besides they're cruelty-free, because let's talk about the cons. Okay, let's talk about the cons first. It's $10 a month, so that's a pro, but you have to get, like, it's not as much makeup oriented, so that might be good or bad for you, depending on. I also don't think their profile is as good, and then their samples are so small. Like, not all of them, but a lot of times their samples are tiny. You might even get like the same sample in your Ipsy bag, and the Ipsy one is a little bit bigger. I've only had that happen once, but I don't really like the same samples. But it's like they purposely make them small. I can't even explain it. They are so small sometimes, and you, like, especially for like the face washes and masks and stuff, you might only get 2 uses out of it. And there's some stuff that, like, I'm gonna need a few uses out of it to determine if I like it. So that is a little bit of a complaint. Remember, it's $10 a month. That's what I have to remind myself when I get a little grumpy pants about it. The pros, they have the best out of all the boxes reward system. They have a point system, and when you refer your friend, you get, I think, 50 points. I don't know, $5 worth of points, whatever $5 equals. And when you review your items, so if you review your items, you get 10 points. So 50 points equals $5, but you can only spend them in $10 increments, so 100 points. So anyway, when you review your items, you get 10 points per item you review, as long as you do it within that month. I do wish that all of these boxes allowed you to have 2 months to review, because sometimes a month I've just started using the item because I don't want to have so many open containers of different items. So that is a complaint. They also, I think you can get 10 extra points now if you share something on Facebook, which I don't like doing that, but 10 extra points, you set it again on, so only you can see it on private, and it's not a problem. So that's $5 or $6, depending on the Facebook thing, that you can get back every month. So essentially, this is $4 to $5 box a month. Worth it, right? And so what do you do with those points? Ipsy just has like a few different things that they transition every month, like 5 to 10 items. I think the most I've ever seen is actually not even 10, like 8 items that you can pick from, and it's so many points, and they'll send it to you in your next bag. I've never actually even done anything with my points yet. So Birchbox has a whole big online store where you can buy all the samples that you tried. Oh, Ipsy, see, I keep thinking about this stuff as I go. Ipsy doesn't have a store, but they often have discounts, pretty steep discounts on some of their stuff that they use that month that they sent people. So that's nice, but I'm more of a shopper, like a whole store shopper, where I can get a bunch of different types of things. I love NYX, but I would never go to their website and buy stuff. That's just not me. So Birchbox has a big store on there, and I've gotten several things from there, and pretty much for free because I've used my points. And those points add up. I mean, I got your, or Jouer, it's called Jouer, the moisturizer, tinted moisturizer that I got in one of my Birchboxes. And it was a little set, and it was like $40. I would never spend $40 on foundation ever in my life, but since it was like the points, I went ahead and did it. So they also will send you like free samples and stuff with it. So Birchbox would be hard to leave, even though my boxes have been a little bit crappy lately. Pretty much I'm happy with these boxes. These boxes both have $5 or 5 items in it, and this one doesn't tend to have full-size products in it. Occasionally it'll have something close to full size or full size, but not often. But it would be hard for me to leave this box because it really is only like $5 a month. So, but as long as I like 2 of the things, I consider it a success. But Birchbox isn't. There's been like 1 month where I didn't even like anything. I think that was this month maybe. Again, Birchbox though has given me my most surprises, where I'm like, I hate this box, blah, 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 and then I try a few things and I'm like, oh, like the Jouer foundation. I was like, moisturizing tint, what is that? Why would I want a tinted moisturizer? I'd never even tried one. And I tried it and I was like, oh, this is beautiful. So, that being said, BoxyCharm. This is one I didn't really expect to like that much, but they had the Reveal palette and I could still get it, and I was like doing it. And I love the Reveal palette. I use it all the time, and they, almost every month, one product equals the whole price of the box. The box is $21, and they have 5 items. Normally it's 4 full-size items and 1 sample size, but recently I feel like they've all been full-size. Or it'll be, I have noticed that they say full-size and it's like, would still be considered full-size, but the brand actually offers like a bigger size, but it's still not mini, it's not little. So for $21, I have noticed that most, probably like 70 to 75% of the stuff that they send is cruelty-free. The other stuff I just give away or will sell or something, or put it, like I like to make mystery boxes because I don't want to waste the stuff, and just because it's not cruelty-free, I don't want the little animals to be hurt in vain, so I'll give it to somebody who likes it. But I also try to let them know of a cruelty-free option without being harassing. So anyway, I really like BoxyCharm. Normally 4 to 5 full-size items. They do skincare, hair care, and makeup, but they always at least have 1 or 2 makeup items in there. There's only been 1 box that I didn't like I didn't like it at all. Most of the boxes there's been like 1 or 2 things I like, but there's also been a couple like unexpected things that I love. Like the Purple Rain lip bar. I was like, it's purple, I don't know, blah blah, I love it. So there have been a lot of unexpected things that I've liked and learned about through this. There have also, normally there's 1 or 2 products I'm like, I don't effing want this. Like I don't even want it in my house. Like masks, they send a lot of masks and peels and face stuff, and I'm just like, oh, it's too much work. So anyway, but I really do like them. Their point system, I'm not very familiar. I didn't realize they even had one. They have a referral thing and you get points for it. I don't know how much. I don't pay as much attention to BoxyCharm stuff, which I'm starting to. But so the other day I went on there, by the other day I mean 2 months ago, I went on their website and saw that you could review stuff, and I was like, I'll review something, see what happens. And I got points, and I was like, oh, they have a point system too. So they have like a list of things that you can do as well and use your points. And theirs looked pretty decent. Again, I haven't used it very much, and they've been trying, and I tried to get on so I could understand a little bit more of it, but they've been updating their website and trying to make better, but I think that there's still a lot of kinks and they're still working it out because I don't even see my points anymore, and they say they're not gone. But also the other thing, when I reviewed my points, it was on a box from like 3 or 4 months before that, so I don't know if that was an accident that they let me review it like way after, but it was nice because I'm not reviewing products I haven't tried, because Birchbox you can review it and it says, have you actually tried this? And I'm like, no. So how can I review it? So I do like to actually try the products and give an honest review, because when people read it, I want them to know what's going down. So I do recommend BoxyCharm. And the nice thing is, as long as it's not a really, really popular, I think you can pay a little bit extra for the and just get it. If you like that month's box, you can buy it. Like I normally get this around the 15th. Normally you can find a picture of everything that's in the box. They give like 2 or 3 sneak peek pictures, so there's normally like 2 or 3 items that are a surprise. But anyway, around the 12th to like 13th, you can see somebody who got theirs early and you can see what's in it. But if you really like this box, that month's box, you can order it online without subscribing to the monthly. I do think it's a little bit more expensive, and some of the better boxes, like the one with the Reveal palette too, that went quickly. Like they didn't have really extra boxes, so unless you're like on it like that day, you might not get it. So that's the only thing. But you can also go trade buy. A lot of people sold their Reveal palettes because they already had them, because they already liked them and had them. So just so you know. So I do recommend BoxyCharm. Now here's a box that I do not recommend, because that's glossy. This is GlossyBox. I have not, it's been probably 6 months since I've gotten a box from them. I believe I got 3, maybe 4 boxes. They are all on my channel. I unbox them all on here, and you will hear my rants. The products are nice. This is the best box, like actually like packaging. I really like, it's a very sturdy box. I love using this box. I use it actually to travel. If I'm, like when I went for Halloween, I had to bring a lot of extra weird makeup that I wouldn't normally wear because we were doing 80s night and I was Jessica Rabbit and stuff like that. So I had a lot of makeup and I didn't want to put it in a bag, so I put it in this. So anyway, I love these boxes, and they had cute little ribbon and great packaging. My issue with them is that I ordered it and waited 8 weeks. It was like 7 weeks before I got my first package, when I got my first box. They had taken money out immediately. I did not even get my, I think it was November. I didn't even get my November box until December. And then they had already taken my money out for December's box 2 weeks before I even got my November box. And I don't, that's one thing, like, I'm pretty understanding, I think, as long as I have communication. Like, if they would email me and say, hey, we're backed up, we're a little slow, letting me know what's going on, I would have been a lot better. I still would have probably had a hard time, like, you're taking money out when you haven't given me my first box. So, but there was no communication. I'd emailed them a few times, I didn't really have any communication. Then finally, like, they said, because like, I think in December they were having issues still, and they said, your boxes might be late, blah, 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 because of the storms. They said that after they should have already, by their website, shipped all this stuff. So the storm actually was after they should have already shipped it. And I believe it was coming from Kentucky. I live in Ohio. It's not a far drive. It's not. We didn't have storms. That was not our area at that time. So, anyway, so I don't appreciate when, if you're a company and you have issues, that's okay. Rough patches are normal, and I respect a company who has issues and lets their customers know, like, hey, we're having an early time, or we're so successful that we're having a hard time getting all of our boxes out on time. So thank you for your patience, or we're going to send you an extra product, or whatever. Like, I'm not, like, greedy or anything. I just want my stuff or want to know what's going on with my money. And I don't want you to be holding on to my money. I could get my 1 cent interest on it, not you. So that just bothers me. Their products were very nice. They sent, I believe, on average 3 full-size products and 2 sample, like big sample products. They never sent like little sample products. It seemed like an older box, like maybe for people who were in their 40s or 50s, I would think, because it was a lot of like anti-aging stuff, which you should start using in your 20s. I know so much. I just don't. There was like some bubble baths and stuff. It wasn't a lot of makeup stuff. There was only like 1 or 2 makeup. So it wasn't like my favorite products either, but they were nice products. When I got the box, I was like, it's really a shame that they don't have better customer service, because it was a beautiful box. I believe it was $21, $20. Again, they might have gotten on the ball, but if you check BBB, they have an F rating. And if you check BBB for them in Canada, they have an F rating. And I think it's all because of what they did. I finally did get my last box. I finally was able to cancel. I think that was a little bit of a fiasco. Like, I canceled on their website, and then I had to email them a couple times, like, just so you know, I canceled. Please don't take my money out. You took my money out. We'll give it back. So I was not happy. They also blocked me on Facebook because I put a couple of my videos up there. And because I left a couple of posts. I was like, when am I getting my money back? When am I getting a box? Because a lot of people did that. So they blocked me. Like, I can't even, like, I can look at their stuff, but I can't leave comments. I've never been blocked before. I don't think I was that harassing. I just posted my videos that said they kind of sucked. Don't suck. So anyway, I would not recommend this. If you do get it, I mean, it's good products. If you are a super uber patient person, get it. Whatever. Don't listen to me. Just save the boxes for me and send them to me because I like the boxes. But they might have gotten better. I would just check their Facebook posts, because when people go and leave feedback, a lot of times it is going to be complaining. A lot of times. But if you go on Birchbox and you go on BoxyCharm, you will see people who are actually happy too. You go on GlossyBox, you see just people who are disgruntled. So I would just check it out. They might have gotten a little bit better. I have a couple people who are like, we love it, it's worth the wait. I also have heard really horrible stories, like where you can buy boxes that aren't the monthly subscription, or you can buy like previous subscriptions, or they have like specialty like Christmas boxes and stuff. And I've heard like, and they at least did say this about like a Valentine's Day box. You will probably not get this before Valentine's Day. I was like, okay, at least you said that. But then why don't you make it a St. Patty's Day box? But anyway, I think it was a little bit, anyway, what the issue was is people weren't getting those boxes for, somebody said they waited 4 months. By that time, it is a whole other season. So, no thanks. Now, I'm just putting this box in here, not because it really goes, it's not a subscription box, but I think it's pretty cool and it's a good deal, and because I've just gotten it. This is the Target beauty box. They go quick. I don't even remember how I find out about them. Like the beauty, I'll try to link my beauty group that I really, really like, because they're not catty in there, and there's like wonderful ladies, and I like to talk to them, and I know like a few people that I've invited, but I don't even know them. But I'll try to link that below. That's how I normally find out about it. I think Target has one time emailed me, but they're just normally like 5 products. They had 2 awesome ones, and there was like a few cruelty-free products, and they're like the Yes To stuff, and they went within 48 hours. So they're like normally like between $5 and $10. I think one was $7, and they have men's beauty boxes too. And they get, I don't think this has any, no, this doesn't have anything in it that was theirs, but they normally, it's like 1 or 2 full-size products, and from the 2 that I've gotten, I think it was 2 or 3 full-size products, and then the others were like deluxe samples. And it's drugstore stuff. I mean, it's Target. Walmart has one too, but I don't really like to shop at Walmart. They're really, really, really mean to animals. Target probably has too. I just haven't heard about it. But Walmart's really, really mean to animals. Like, tortures them their whole living life and then, you know, slaughters them. So, anyway, so for like $5 to $10, you get, you know, these products that are full-sized and deluxe sample size, and I just think it's kind of cool. So they don't do it every month, and sometimes they do, like this month they had 2 college edition ones and stuff. So you just have to look for them, and I'm not sure how to find out about them if you aren't in like one of the crazy beauty groups that I'm in, because I don't know how I find out about them. But the only bad thing I don't really like is, and this is a drugstore issue, a lot of the drugstore items are not cruelty-free. So a lot of these things, that's actually why I didn't get the last boxes, the college boxes, because I knew that there's 2 products that were cruelty free. I was like, I need to look that up, so I waited a day or 2, and by the time I looked it up, I was like, okay, well, this one I'll get. I won't get the other one because the one had like 4 cruelty free, maybe 3, I don't know. So anyway, I was like, I'll get this one, and they were both sold out. I was like, ugh. So anyway, that's a nice box. It's not a subscription box, but you got to be on it to get it. So these are just the boxes I've tried. I'm going to, when I get money again, I'm going to check, and which is only a month away, and I start getting paid. Start my teaching job. My hair's gonna be gray. But anyway, I'm gonna check into a couple cruelty-free actual boxes, like petite something. Sure. Anyway, I'm gonna try a couple of those cruelty-free boxes and let you know how they are. Because really, cruelty-free is not does not mean it's bad, and actually, it's better for you most of the time because they're using more natural products, but not always. Not always. Also, I read something just briefly, and I didn't look into it yet. This was earlier today. I was out. That China has lifted some of its requirements to test on animals. So we may be having, I don't know if that's true. If you know about it, link some stuff at the bottom. But if that's true, maybe these other brands, like Mary Kay, or is NARS one of them? I can't remember. Like Mary Kay or whatever. Some of these companies, like Dr. Freaking Jart, because I thought they were cruelty free, and I was like, I love this product, and then I was like, you lied and said you're cruelty free when you're not. Anyway, but that might mean like some of our companies that people really love won't test on animals if they're allowed not to. Like, I still think it's bullshit and greedy, sorry, to be like, I'm gonna sell in China because I make good money. But we're cruelty free. We won't test on animals. We're not prohibited by law. And if we're required by law, then we'll test on animals. That's okay, because it's required by law. Okay. Well, somebody's gonna kill your sister because of law. Is that okay? Not the same, not the same. But kind of, right? Like, just because it's required by law doesn't mean it's ethical. It doesn't mean it's right. So don't sell there. Anyway, tangent over. This video is forever long. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't seen my other videos, I want to just say thank you for the people who supported me while I was sick. I am about 90%. I'm a lot better. I got a little bored, so I was like, I'm going to make some videos. I'll get back to my unboxings in August and try to get back to kind of my regular schedule, but I wanted to do some of these other videos for you as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I love to have comments, and I try to respond to them. Normally it's a month later, but I try. Again, thank you so much for watching, and if you are thinking about getting a pet, please check your local rescues and animal shelters and see if you can find one there. Save a life. Bye!